recording. Salter Place. Make a left on Newark Avenue. Maybe I'll go up to Sanford. I don't know. Not Sanford. What's that up there? Yeah, is that Sanford Avenue up there? Yeah, I think so. We gotta go down here. You can't not. You know? Gotta go up Wadsessing. It's mandatory. And then we'll come back down the other street because we gotta see Zara Funeral Home. You don't have a stop sign, guys. Keep going. Next one's Harrison, I think. Alright? This is Wadsessing. See how it opens up? It's crazy. This is the border of Bloomfield right now. You got Coors. Some people say Coors. Some people say Corey's Tavern on the right. Been here for 100 years. Great little bar. Alright, we're gonna make a right, and I think we're gonna go down Harrison Street. I think so. This is Franklin and Wadsessing. Alright, we're rolling. Franklin Street and Wadsessing. We're gonna make a right, and then I think it's Harrison is the next one. Oh man, let's see how good I am. Know these streets inside and out. I'm gonna say yes. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Come on, take the puppy. Go ahead. It is Harrison Street. Yep, we're going on Harrison Street. Now, this is our funeral home right here. And Joe Pesci lived on this street a little farther down. This is where Joe Pesci grew up. Just so you know. Just so you know. Alright, Harrison Street. We'll take it down a little bit. This was the funeral parlor, the neighborhood funeral home right here. But they're out of business. They had to leave. But I'm sure many of you had your, you know, funerals there. Alright, so we're crossing Newark Avenue and Harrison Street. Now, Joe Pesci lived down this way, more into Belleville. I don't know what house he lived in, but I know it was down here. So the left is Bloomfield and the right is Belleville. Belleville's on the right, Bloomfield on the left. My left. Camera left? I don't know. Over here, the Venezianos. Oh man, it's crazy. Lewis Street and Harrison Street. Lincoln Street, that's Bloomfield on the left. Soho Cleaners. How long has it been since you saw this sign? Okay, let's go down Sanford Avenue. We'll go down Sanford. How about that? So we were in the lake. We didn't hit the streets on the Newark side. We hit the streets on the Belleville side. But this is Sanford Avenue and Brighton, and it takes you right to the back of the hospital where we were. It's all intermingled, okay? Sanford Avenue right here. And then we're gonna make the turn over there, alright? I don't know what street this is, I gotta be honest with you. Alright, that was Sanford. What street is this? Cuso? Yep. Takes me a minute sometimes, guys. It's been a while. It's gotta be Cuso. No, it's not. It's Rocco. That was Rocco. Okay. Damn. That's not like me. I got that one wrong. That was Rocco. The next one's Cuso, and that's where we're gonna go back up. Cuzzo, alright? Let's say Cuzzo. But it's Cuso. Alright, I had that wrong, guys. Wow. But here we are. We're in the motherland, making the rounds. We're just banging around. So you got all little apartment buildings tucked in, this, that, and the other thing. All right, so we'll actually take Franklin Street. We'll go back out. All right, we'll do it. We'll do that. This is Sanford. Back to Sanford. The big loop. We just did a loop. We came in Sanford. Now we're gonna make a right here onto Brighton, and then a left. Should we go in the back by Bella Casa? You know what? We're going to back by Bella Casa. We'll make the U-turn in the back. This is Brighton and Wallace. We'll come back out to Harrison and then we'll flip back around. I'm gonna go in the back by Bella Casa. Tremendous place. Incredible place. And then we'll come back around out. We'll come back out, alright? That's what we're doing. How you doing? Flip around, alright? Bella Casa parking lot. We'll make the loop. Making the loop. It's a dead end, very, very popular Belleville restaurant. Been here for a long, long time. Bella Casa Caterers. Peter and Michael started in a garage, if I'm not mistaken. They built it into a beautiful business. Quality food. Just incredible. Started in 84. 1984. Little place on, I think they were in a garage first and then Geralman Street. There are success stories. So from 1984 they've been making meatball parmesan. Alright, there we are. Harrison. Alright, we're back on Harrison Street. I do not know which house Joe Pesci grew up in, but it was on this street. Here's the candy store. It was Armand's back in the day. On the left. Again, I can't turn the tablet. So we're going to actually go back out to Franklin Street and go down that way. We'll skate the Newark border and then come back into Belleville. Alright? We are on Harrison Street, like I just said. We'll go past Newark Avenue and we will take Franklin Street to Franklin Avenue and come back around. Alright? We'll do it that way. And to the right is Bloomfield. To the left is Belleville. And that's the funeral parlor. It's a one-way coming out. Just so you know. And this is a four-way stop sign. Some people are really not sure how to use it, but you know. You know what I mean? Come on, let him out. Why is this guy stopping in the middle of the road? What do you want me to tell you? It's tight quarters. Alright, so we'll go this way. See, welcome to Belleville. I guess that is the Bloomfield line right there, but they put the sign a little bit in. Belleville Animal Hospital. Salter Place. We went up and down all these streets before. Alright. Belleville News and Food. Florence. And we're on Newark Avenue, guys. Newark Avenue. Just gotta be careful down here, that's all. Just gotta be careful. We'll go out the village, we'll come back around Franklin Ave. See, Magnolia comes out. And this is Belmont. You know what? We'll go out Belmont, alright? Take Belmont out. And then we'll come across. Villa Antoinetta. Belmont to Franklin, Franklin to Franklin Avenue. That's the back of number 4 school right there. Is it the back or the front? You know, it gets confusing. You know, I don't know. Is there a back or front? So is number 4 it's on Magnolia and Belmont in the back. This is Belmont Avenue. Now to the right, Belmont Avenue extends out to Bloomfield Avenue on the border of Bloomfield, Newark, and Belleville. And that's where the Belmont Tavern is. This is Tommy DeVito Drive from the Four Seasons. They grew up in this area. Frankie Valli, Tommy DeVito, all of them. Joe Pesci. They're all from this neighborhood. Okay, we got New Jersey Transit coming out. That's the light rail. You get to take a look at that. Now, unfortunately, they don't have gates here. Can you imagine? They don't have gates here, so the train actually stops at the intersection. It does its pickup, but it stops, and the light just turns red. It just turns out there were red light. Now it'll turn green because the train passed. It's crazy. There's no gates that come up and down. I should have paused it. I typically pause it. That's the crossing in on the right, the old crossing in. I usually pause it. So that's the Newark City Light Rail. It goes through Belleville and Newark. St. Anthony's Church. Eugene Place. We came this way coming in. So to the right would be Newark, and to the left would be Belleville. We're going to go down this way and then come out. So I get a straight shot, because the light this way is brutal. St. Anthony's School on the right, no longer. Come on, you could come out. Because you get stuck over. This is the car wash. Used to be Mr. Foamy Car Wash. Now you can't make a left over here. You got to go down one more block. And that's what we're going to do. I could have gone through Pathmark, but I'll just go down. I'll make a left. I think it's, what's next? Delavan? Or, no. What's next? I don't know. Street is next. Sometimes I got to jog my mind. Back here. What's the first street? We are in Newark now. This is Belleville. That's the city line over there. What street is this? Holy shit, I was right. It's Delavan. See that? That's Delavan Avenue. So, I should have shut it, but what's the difference? We're going to go back into Belleville. Alright. We're going to go onto 6th Street, which turns into Franklin Avenue. Why pause it? Brookdale Soda on your right, once upon a time. And now we're going out through here, okay? Gets tight over here. This is North 6th Street. This is Newark. This is not Belleville. That's why it's very, very tight. So we're going to wait until these cars come. Somebody's getting appliances delivered. And they put these, they put the speed bumps on 6th Street because it can get crazy. But when it's your turn to go, you gotta go. Otherwise, you'll sit there for an hour. Alright? They put the speed bumps, which is good. They had to do it. So this is the border now. This is the Newark Belleville border. Right here. It's crazy because now it's Belleville. To the left. Right? To the left it's Belleville. In front of us is Newark. Oh, be careful, girls. This is Newark now. Okay? And then to the left is Belleville, to the right is Newark, straight ahead is Newark and Belleville. It's just crazy. We're gonna roll back in. Now we're in Newark again. Alright? And now we're gonna roll back into Belleville. City subway, city light rail, right in front of you. Check it out. See, that's the light rail. This little train track right here, that's the light rail. And that's Stephen Crane Village again. And we're rolling back in. And why do you gotta beep at people? Just let the guy go. He's lost, obviously. Alright, so we're rolling. I could go through the park, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay with Franklin Avenue. And I know to get to the right here because about a half, 2 blocks up, like a city block up, left turn only. Oh yeah, they put the sign up, left lane ends. Alright, so we're Franklin and Claremont Drive, Claremont Hospital. See how it turns here? So you gotta stay to the right because for Wawa they made the turn in right there. Now they'll have a red left and we always have a green. We always have a green going straight, so you stay to the right. Alright. Back onto Franklin and Mill Street. You know what I'm gonna do real quick? Real quick. I'm gonna go in and show you Moradi Field, our Little League field. Just real quick. Stop off, alright? Just stop off for a quick minute. This was our field of dreams. We thought what it was, and it is what it was. It is what it is. Because it was our, like, Yankee Stadium for us little guys. Alright, it's Montgomery. It's a dead end, and you will get to see. Some may not have seen this in years. Alright? Some may not have seen this in years. But look at that sign right there. So that's the Little League field. Moradi Field. He was very important in Belleville Little League. He was a mayor. Just, you know, God bless his soul too. Montgomery and Mill Street. I'm turning out. Michael Moradi Drive. See that? Yeah, how to do that. Watch out, squirrely squirrels, you're gonna get hit. Alright. Sandy Lane Nursery School right there. The new 50 and over, I think it's 50 and over, Belleville Manor, Franklin Manor. 50 and over, I think, I'm not sure. Branchbrook Park in front of us. So if you take Mill Street into the park, to the right is Branchbrook Park, to the left is Belleville Park. It's all connected. That park goes from Belleville all the way to Clifton Avenue in Newark, all the way down there. And I said it before, it was designed by the same people that designed, let's take a quick U-turn at Nanina's in the park. Now look at this place, right in Belleville. No joke, man, no joke. Get it? That's Nanina's, alright? Beautiful place. You come through the big gates. They kept the street cobbled, like whatever they are, stones, you know. So that's Nanina's in the park. Nanina's in the park. Beautiful place. Weddings, Belleville functions, everything. All right, we're gonna come back up. We're gonna go make a right on Belleville Avenue, and we'll head down that way. This is a long video, but I wanted to go all over town today. I gotta see how far I'm gonna go. I will go down Belleville Avenue right now. Hendricks Fields again. Alright, the ins and outs of Belleville. This is what we're doing, the ins and outs of Belleville. Should we go down my neighborhood, Rec House neighborhood? Yeah, let's go in and out, why not? So that's Hendricks Field on the right and on the left. You got 9 holes, I think, on the left and 9 holes on the right. It's an 18-hole golf course, but being that it's in a city environment, they had to split it up. They couldn't, you know, they couldn't make it in one parcel of land, so they split it up. It's crazy. You got to cross a main street to finish your golf round, you know. All right, let's go down Garden Avenue. Go right ahead. Make your U-turn. No worries, no worries. You got it. No problem. Again, I like to see this. Everything's kept clean. So then we'll go into the Rec House neighborhood, which is where I grew up. We are everywhere today, guys. Everywhere. This is a long video. I don't know how it's going to load on YouTube. I may have a limit. I don't know. I wonder, do you have a limit? I don't know. If I do, that sucks. Alright. Garden Avenue and Hunkley. We've been down here before. You probably saw this in one of my last videos. It's Mama Cinderella right there. Jerry Hoban right in front of me. Jerry! This is my neighborhood. Alright. Dawson. Very, very tight. The streets are tight over here. Lots of work going on, lots of work. Knock down the old, put in the new. This is new. This was never a 4-way stop sign, but now it is, and it's pretty good, I guess. I love it. I love to see houses being worked on, things being very, very tight, like I said. The streets are tight. Look at this. This is old rock and concrete. Pebbles and concrete. It's crazy. But still, you know, it's kept. People are keeping their property good, but it's hard to navigate through these streets, I gotta tell you. It's difficult. Especially when there's snow. When you have snow, forget about it. It's a disaster. Rec House right in front of us. We're going to take Garden Ave back down to Belleville Avenue. Just hitting a few streets on this side of town. We've been over here many times, guys. Take Garden Avenue back out to Belleville, make a left onto Belleville Avenue, hit that area. Yeah, this was never a stop sign here. I don't know, did they need a stop sign here? This is a main road. Gotta tell you. I'm not sure that was needed, but anyway. Something must have happened. Somebody thought they needed it, right? I hope I don't time out on this video. I really, really do. I don't know how long you're allowed to be on there. Is it an hour? Is it 2 hours? Can you just keep on going? I don't know what YouTube does. But I'm going to run it until I can't run it no more. Until I hit a few of the spots that I want to finish hitting. Alright? Like I said before, Belleville Park and Branchbrook Park butt up next to each other. So you see Belleville Park right there? See the sign? Alright. Mount Pleasant coming out. Belleville Park. Branchbrook Drive. Yeah, see, they kept the name, but they changed the name of the development to Woodlands or some shit like that. Woodlands, but it's Branchbrook Park. It's Branchbrook Gardens. They call it the Woodlands. It's Branchbrook Gardens, guys. Alright, let's rock and roll. Now we're on Belleville Avenue, heading down. This used to be Hubbard's Cupboard. Let's go in and out of here a little bit. Just a little bit. Tight, tight, tight. See this? Now me and him are going to battle this one out. I don't know how we're getting through here. We got it. See, you learn. Yep, you got it. That's how it works. You got to know how to navigate these streets. It's no joke. It's crazy. But that's what you know. You know, you grow up with it, so you know it. So you got to have that common courtesy. You know? Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, pal. You want to go? Nah, he's making me go. All right, we're on Cedar Hill. He's just chilling. He's taking in some sun. He's not in a rush. All right, we're on Cedar Hill. See how the houses are? You can see the roof lines. They all match when you get down that way. Cedar Hill. All right, we're gonna go down Holmes. Claremont Field in front of us. Prospect, Oriamus, Jimmy Damiano. The Damiano's right there on the left. Oriama house in front of us. The star is still up there. They never took it down, the new owners. Wow. Still there, huh? Interesting. Gotta do, you gotta let people go, gotta let them through. And the guy on the right knows it, and the guy behind me knows it. You don't beep, you don't get mad, it's a matter of life around here. And you gotta see when it snows, it's a disaster. But that's city living, or tight town living. You're seeing a whole bunch of different neighborhoods today, guys. We're doing some good stuff today. Back on Belleville Avenue, see? Tight, tight, tight. So sometimes it's better to make a right to get out of this area. Just to keep moving, but it's difficult. No, gonna let me go? Thank you, sir. Everybody has common courtesy here. It's just the way it is. Belleville Avenue and Williams. Belleville and New. I'm not going to go down New Street. We did that a few times. So now we're on Belleville and Union. Alright? Jackie's Lemon Ice was right in front of us. Marbox was over there. I'm going to pause this at the light. And we are live again. Belleville and Union. I'm gonna go straight down there. All right. Wet Gentlemen's Club, which used to be what was it? You know, back in the day. The red shingle. You see now? I can't get through. There's no way I can get through here. But it's just the way it is. I gotta wait. Gotta wait. So they're coming out. And they'll get in and then they'll leave. And that's what we do. You just wait, man. There's no rush. Alright. We're rolling again. It's tight. But, like I said, nobody's beeping. Truck behind me waiting. It's just what we do. Williams and Smith. Alright, around Williams. We came across by the red shingle. Clinton Street right here. St. Peter's right in front of us. Our church. Some people went to school there. Let's get a glance at it. Alright, we'll go down Bridge Street and we'll just come in the parking lot. We'll get a glance at the school. We'll get a glance at the church. That's a church for this community. Yeah, no, I'm not supposed to go in here. It is an exit, but... Oh no, it's an entrance. Okay, we're good. I just want to give you a glance at the church. This is the church, St. Peter's. It burnt down in 70-something when I was a young boy. Yep, so that's our church. St. Peter's. I made my communion there. I almost hit that sign. They put the sign in the middle. That's a really good thing that they put that there, because people, you know, people don't slow down and just keep on going, you know. But it was close to me. All right, we're gonna go right down to Washington Avenue, I guess. Washington Avenue, that's Washington Street. But we're gonna go right down to the avenue, okay? See, they put those portable signs in the middle of the street. It keeps it safe, you know. So this is the new big building going up. Incredible on Washington Avenue. To the right is Newark, and to the left is Belleville, and this is Washington Avenue and Belleville. All right, we'll hit the valley a little bit. Belleville's, it's not big, but it is big. I don't know if that makes any sense. Not sure if that makes any sense at all. La Cecilia up in front of you on the left. Belleville City Hall on the right. And again, it's tight. So they're building a new restaurant on the right there. So here's the thing. You got, you know, when they got to get deliveries and stuff, it